All right. Welcome back to the Common Sense Show. And of course, I'm Micah, and this is the Common Sense Show on YouTube. And we had our first actual video yesterday. And I'm just kind of getting used to doing this YouTube thing and where to look and how to actually work everything. But I'm sure I'll catch up fairly quickly. Today on Common Sense Business Basics, we're going to talk about identifying your target market. I'm interested in putting out these videos maybe once or twice a week. I haven't thought about a day to do it, but or maybe every other week. Not sure on the frequency yet, but I will let you know via social media or whatever how often the frequency will ultimately end up being. But today we're going to talk about how to identify your target market. Yesterday we talked about how to start a business. And just to recap some of what we said yesterday, part of starting a business is coming up with a product or service that people have either patronized you for, asked you to do, asked you to provide for them, and then finding as many people as you can that are interested in that thing, and then doing that thing better than anybody else, and then making sure that after you do that thing better than anyone else, then you kind of start the process of gathering. So the next step is identifying your target market. So today we're just going to take it step by step. And so the importance of identifying your target market from the very beginning after you start your business is very crucial to the ultimate success of your business. And the question why is very simple to answer. It's because if you don't know who you can provide service to or products for, then you have already missed the boat. You need to be able to know who it is exactly that you are going to be providing services or products to so that you can deliver them to them at a high level. So how do you identify your target market? Well, you have to create what's called a customer avatar. A customer avatar is a specific or an ideal customer who you believe that would like to patronize your business, either whether you sell a product or whether you're a service-based business. It's so important to identify who that individual is. Now, it doesn't matter how big the business is, whether it's small, medium, or large business, every single business out there has a specific customer avatar that they use to identify their target market. And this is literally one of the ground floor exercises that you're going to have to go through when it comes to creating your business for the long haul, which is basically how do I identify who is buying my services or products. So when you're creating a customer avatar, you want to do 5 things. There's 5 things that I can think of. 5. I give you the lighter hand side of my hand. There's 5 things that you can do in order to establish for your business, for yourself, a customer avatar. All right. I just had a little Boston accent there. Customer avatar. So number 1, where do your customers come from? So if you're already on a smaller scale trying to create a product or a service-based business that you're going to provide for someone, you need to know, where do your customers actually come from? Do they come from 2 towns away? Do they come from 3 towns away? Are they in your town? If they are in your town, where do they live? Do they live on the north, south, east, west, or central part of town? How long do they stay when they're in your business? So those are all things that you need to know. Where are your customers actually coming from? The second thing you want to know about your customer is, why do they purchase the products and services that they purchase from you? When you are providing a product or service, it's important to ask questions to your customers to make sure that you understand on a fundamental level why they buy from you. Why is it that they choose you over choosing 5 or 6 other competitors of yours that already exist in your town or neighboring towns? And after you figure out why they purchased your product or service, then you want to deliver more or at a higher level of customer service on what you already deliver when it comes to providing your products or service. So you want to continue to refine your product or service so that you can continue to have a superior offering to those who skip over other competitors to patronize your business. Number three, what time of year do they purchase your products or service? It's important for you to also know not just who is purchasing your products, where they come from, and why they choose to buy your product or service. It's also important for you to understand when they buy your products or services. You should have this nailed down to months of the year and, if you can, days of the month. It's important for you to understand how cash flow works in your business and when you're likely to have higher revenue, when you're likely to have lower revenue, parts of the year and parts of the month, so you can control cost. Doing good business and fundamentally is all about controlling cost on some level. If you can't immediately affect how much money you make because you're building your business, you have to be able to affect how much money you spend. So you should know your cash, how your revenue shakes out in terms of when you're getting more versus when you're getting less. Number four, what products or services are the most popular to your people? So if you have several products for sale, or if you offer several services for individuals who patronize your business, it's important for you to figure out fundamentally which one of those things are the most important products or services that you're offering, which ones sell the most, which ones sell the least. And if you have a product or service offering that you're providing, you want to just get rid of it if it's not making you money. Everything is about trying to figure out the balance of how much you're spending to acquire products versus how much you're selling them. And then if there's a segment of the marketplace that's not buying a product or service from you, then you have to discover on your own at some point, when you look at your sales, what is actually moving and what is not moving. This gives you an opportunity to do one or two things. It gives you an opportunity to create new products or service offerings, and it gives you an opportunity to discontinue things that may be costing you money, time, and aggravation. So you should always be auditing what your customers are buying from you so you can figure out how to offer them more of that and then enhance their experience with your company by offering higher quality products that they like and higher quality service offerings that they like as well. And then you should also think about how your customer service shakes out as well. Number five, how do your customers feel about the products and services you offer? So that's important because you want to know how your customers or this customer avatar fundamentally associates their feelings with doing business with you. Are they motivated to do business with you? Are they happy when they do business with you? Are they ecstatic when they do business with you? Are they likely to refer people because they're happy? These are things that you need to know fundamentally as a business owner when you are starting out. So, in order to establish a custom avatar, five things again. Where do your customers come from? Why do they purchase the products and services from you that they do? What time of year do they purchase, or the month do they purchase your products and services from you? What products and services that you offer are the most popular so you can control costs? And lastly, how do they feel when they do business with you? You should know this. One way to get to know these things, the answers to this test, is as you are slowly providing products and services to the marketplace, you need to continue to survey the customers that you have spoken to and that you've done business with so you can refine how business is done. You need to constantly be seeking to understand who does business with you and why so you can continue to service them at a higher level. So, what if you don't, because you're just starting your business, have any customer information? Well, the answer to that is pretty simple. You have to do research. Research is so important to making sure that you can establish yourself as a force in the marketplace. And there are a few tools now that are available to startup business owners that weren't available when I started. The first one is Google Trends. One of the things about Google Trends I think is really cool is that you can see what's trending in a certain locale. What are people looking for? So before you even offer your service or your product to the marketplace in your area, you can Google your product or service in the market in the area and see if there's demand there when you are offering your product or service. The next thing you can do is you can take a look at research statistics through industry associations. I know for us in the fitness business and for other industries that you can look at trade organizations that are nonprofit typically, and they have reports and statistics they compile from successful businesses that are part of trade organizations, and you can take a look and see whether or not what you're offering actually compares to what the average industry offering is. And then lastly, Google Alerts is pretty cool. If you're trying to learn and get established in the industry, what you can do is you can set these Google Alerts for a specific industry on your phone, and then Google will send automatically to your phone anytime there's something that comes up specifically about fashion or shoes or the fitness business or plumbing business or whatever the case is. You can set those Google Alerts. It will send it to your phone, and then what you can do is you will get information anytime those things are mentioned in the news, and you can just kind of track and trend how everything is going. So this is how you start to identify your target market and establish a customer avatar. Use these 5 steps I gave you and do the research. And as I've developed more of these videos, I will help you to understand more sophisticated metrics that you can look at when surveying your customers and trying to figure out how your customers can continue to buy from you with encouragement and spend more with you per transaction, and how you can extract the most out of your business. So thank you for tuning in today. I want to keep these business basic things short, 10 to 15 minutes or so, because I value your time. And if you have any questions, you can certainly email me at the info@thecommonsenspodcast.com. Also, don't forget, subscribe to the Common Sense Show, because we have information that goes in greater depth than I'm going to be going on here in these YouTube videos. And you can subscribe on any major podcast platform: Pandora, you can listen to Spotify, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, anywhere that you find this. And the link to the show will be in the description of this video. And don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Hit the bell, the notification bell, so that anytime I do one of these lives or anytime I do a video with more business tips, you can be notified right to your phone, and you can spend 10 to 15 minutes getting educated. Thank you for listening today. I'm Micah with The Common Sense Show, and I will see you later. Use your common sense in your business, and your business will grow. Take care.